G'day,
Guns.
superstars.
How we
How are
going?
ya? Here we are. Another
week.
ripping Thursday night. How good
Here
was
we
the
are.
weather today, big
Yeah,
fella?
mate, it's sensational,
It
wasn't it?
almost feels like we're back to some sort of spring.
I know, it
or-
was nice. It was
Like,
19 degrees.
we had this
A bit of fog this
stinky
morning.
winter
How
weather
good
the
was it?
last couple of weeks. It's been horrible.
I was pretty happy with it today.
All of a sudden,
Just
we're
trying
up and about again, and we're expecting 24 again by Saturday.
Bloody
What's
hell.
happening? What's happening?
What's going on there?
New camera tonight, new look.
Yeah,
We've got
hopefully better.
a bit of stuff going on. Yeah, hopefully
Hopefully
better.
better, yeah.
Hopefully you're going to see that. We've got rid of a bit of the background noise, the stuff that we're doing. We've lit up the table a little better so you can see what we're doing. You can see the beers. You can see us. Everything in the world is good. I don't know about seeing us makes it right. But anyway.
I know.
Hey, while you're mucking around
G'day,
here,
Robbo.
trying to
How are
get...
you, mate?
Hey, Robbo. How are you,
There's
buddy?
Shawnee.
Hey, so we
Is it
got...
Shawnee I saw on there?
I don't know. Who else is on there? May as well bring the big screen up with the comments. It looks great.
I know, yeah.
So, anyway, hey, ripping week. It's been huge.
That's
Few
right, yeah.
highlights.
I'm still trying to get us up, mate, so just
That's okay.
bear with me. You just keep
That's all right.
talking
I'll
away.
tell you, one of the highlights, the big highlights for you and I,
Yeah.
was we attended the Anzac Day footy game last
We did,
Saturday
yeah.
night at the MCG,
Yeah, no, we had a ball.
which was bloody enjoyable, to be
no, it
honest.
was. No,
Even
I
though there
enjoyed
was
it,
a
yeah.
bit of COVID restriction on and
It
it
was
was
a
a bit,
couple of beers early on with a few of the
bit
guys
awkward to go and get a
no, it was
beer
good.
and that kind of
Enjoyed it.
stuff, but hey, I'll tell you, the spectacle that the AFL put on
Yeah, no, it was good,
for
wasn't
the
it? Yeah,
Anzac
you
Day
obviously-
Eve game.
You did the post there, which
I
was
did
good.
a little video
Came out
post,
well.
and no, it just kind of reflected the mood and the feel
No,
of the whole
definitely,
place,
yeah.
which was
Yeah, no,
pretty
it was
cool.
They did a ripping job.
Pretty cool. Hey, mate, this week I wanted to do something a little bit different and just you
Oh,
know
yeah?
get the guns a bit
What,
excited.
Are you getting
right?
ready? Are you getting ready your gag for the week?
I'm
aren't
not
you?
doing my gag early. No, I wanted to throw something in. I do a bit of research and a bit of read up and all that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
This week when I was reading and doing a bit of research for the show, I went, "There's a really weird piece of news."
I
And-
did
and I
see this
thought-
in the notes, and I did.
And I thought
was a bit weirded out by it.
It's pig
I didn't know where
related.
it was going. Yeah.
So this is weird news of the week and a community warning. Don't eat wild pig that comes from South America.
Why would you
Not
anyway?
not in the
yeah.
next little while. So if you're buying pig, check the label to see where it came from, because during the week,
Yeah.
what happened? And this is probably a little unsavoury, and apologies to any younger viewers, but I'm not going to swear or say anything. But there was a guy who sexually assaulted his niece
Yeah.
in South America, which is terrible, and you know you kind of say he deserves everything he gets. But what happened was her boyfriend, she's 20, he's 37. Her boyfriend and his mates found out about what had happened. Her
Yeah.
uncle had done this terrible stuff to her,
Yeah.
so they lured him out into the wild under the pretense that they were going out to get some wild pigs.
Yeah.
So
As
he
they
said,
do over there. Yeah.
I'll come out with you, no
Yeah.
worries. Little did he know that they were luring him out there, beat him up until he fell unconscious. They cut his block and tackle off and fed it to the wild pigs.
As you do.
Weird news of the week.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
Moral of the story: don't eat wild
Yeah.
pig from South Africa, because it
Be
might
good to old mate's niece.
it might taste a little nutty, if you know what I mean.
I'll be honest. I'd probably do the same.
Well, I'll tell you what, yeah. And
Yeah.
look, I'm all for they get what they deserve, right?
Yeah.
However, there's a point you go to where you go, maybe you're pushing the envelope a
I
touch.
don't know. Maybe not.
Anyway, good luck. So he got his just desserts,
Yep,
so to say.
100%.
Unfortunately, they caught the two blokes that did it and they're getting charged, so sadly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the other thing that I found when I was doing a bit of research this week. I've been
What's that,
looking at
mate?
what's new, because we want to be bringing new and
Something
funky
different,
things,
obviously.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, you
Father-
did say this earlier, and I do remember you. And I do know where you're going, actually. I've just realised where you're
Mother's
actually going
Day
with it.
is
Yeah.
just around the corner.
That's right, yeah.
But if you can't get it for Mother's Day, get it for Father's Day.
That's right, yeah.
Have a look at this. Bring the pickup. Check this little puppy out.
How cool is that?
It's the new motorbike, the Harley
So
Davidson.
that was actually sent in to us, and that's
Oh, was
why
it?
you did see it. So Darren, my cousin in the UK, sent that through to us and tagged us in it, which
Oh, good on you,
obviously
Daz.
we're a big fan of people sending us things in.
We
and
are.
Like stuff like this, we
And
get up and share it. It's pretty cool.
and it's featured this week.
And there's a few different designs of it as well, which are they're very cool.
Absolute cracker. It pulls apart and flat packs into a little box, so they ship it out to you.
Yeah.
If you want, we can get the link and chuck it in there. And
find
Robbo's
it
gone,
later.
what's on the grill this week? stay tuned, Robbo. We've got some good stuff coming, mate. So there'll be a ripper coming through.
No, definitely.
So that is cool gadget of the week.
Yeah, no, it's very cool.
So
yeah.
I've introduced 2 new things this week, Al.
Well, what was your first
And
one?
what we want is feedback from everyone on whether they
your
like
weird news.
Weird news
So
of the
weird
week.
news was the first one, and the old chook riding on a motorbike is your second one.
Cool product of the
Yeah,
week.
no, it's pretty cool. Yeah, no,
Hey, I'm
definitely.
bringing
Something different.
something.
No, it's something different. Yeah,
Right?
definitely, 100%.
She's harsh.
No,
I've
it's
got a
very cool.
Wagyu flank steak, an 8 to 9.
Yeah, Philly cheese sticks.
cheesesteaks.
Yum, sounds good.
Oh, Robbo.
Drop some over, mate. You're only about 25 minutes away. You'll make it just in time for the show.
Hey, Shelley.
Yeah.
How are you, Dale? Good to see you on here.
Yep.
Shawnee's on. Robbo's on. Good stuff. Good
Good to
brew.
see you guys.
Good folks.
Yep.
Hey,
And you-
so,
Old mate Dusty off to New Zealand.
how's his form?
I know.
Well, I'm a bit tired.
Had enough after last week.
Need a bit of a
Got
mid-season.
beaten by Melbourne and went stuff it. I'm having a week off.
Mid-season break. I'm off.
Yeah, no.
You blokes are dragging me down.
I know, yeah. So he's just gone to stuff it. Catch us later.
Headed off to see
Good on him.
Dad over there in NZ. Tell you what, though, you wouldn't want to be the Dogs this week. Well, is he back to play the Dogs this week, or is he having the week off?
No, he's having the week off.
He's having the week. So
Well,
the
no,
Dogs.
because he got concussed last week, so that's why he's got to have the week off.
It's 12 days, isn't it? And
Yeah.
then they're allowed back.
Yeah.
So he'll be back the
Just
week
misses.
after
Yeah,
for the Cats game.
yeah.
Wouldn't you love to be one of the Cats?
Why?
Well, does Dusty have to isolate when he comes back for 14 days?
Not with New Zealand, because we've got a bubble, don't
That's
we? now?
right,
Yeah.
we do. They didn't close it down again after the one indiscretion last
Yeah,
week.
that's
But
it,
anyway,
exactly, yeah.
hey, the word is today that there's been more traces of COVID found in
Some
the
wastewater,
the
yeah.
wastewater
I know,
over
yeah,
there.
what a
So
spew.
let's hope that doesn't
good.
eventuate into anything over
I
there.
know we don't want any of that happening again.
We don't.
No, definitely.
Hey, did you hear today's news?
What's that?
There was a few clips, and Biden after he pumped Trump out the door,
Yeah,
give him the old.
I haven't heard this.
So he's
I've
gone.
been in the office today.
Big Joey Biden's come out and he made his 100-day promise.
Yeah.
Right when he first got in,
That's
that
right.
he was going to vaccinate
But
100
he's
million
well exceeded. Yeah.
100 million people in 100 days.
Yeah.
Have a guess how many he got?
How many? 300?
220 million
Yeah, wow.
vaccinations
Because
in.
I know he's he was like three times over what they were expecting at one point.
Only one problem:
What?
the North America's country debt
Yeah.
has plummeted to just over $30 trillion.
Oh, pocket change for them, mate.
30
Should
trillion
have
bucks.
kept Trump in that. That's pocket change for him, mate.
Jeez, mate, it makes
He could afford him out of debt.
what's his name, our treasurer, Frydenberg,
Yeah, old mate.
makes him
yeah.
look like a kinder king.
They're
Come
not
on,
just, yeah, you're not trying hard enough.
come
mate.
on,
Yeah.
Frods. Boot up, get the laces tied up, mate. We've got a bit to go.
No,
We're only a
definitely.
couple of
Bloody
bills.
oath.
Jeez,
Yeah,
anyway.
no. The other thing you haven't put up there, I did notice, mate, the
What?
Anzac Day match on Sunday. You've literally put nothing up about any of the
What Anzac
footy
Day?
results.
No,
Anzac Day clash.
Anzac Day was on Sunday. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Anzac Day clash. Oh, good old Collingwood Essendon, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Move on, move on. Hey,
Talking
so
about it?
2SG tips.
Yeah, 2SG tips.
Tell us about that, because that game was just... I'm not going to say what
It's a
it was.
sneaky Pete. Just the
Hey.
went mental this week.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Before you
Jumped
go,
a few spots.
though, I'm going to do something that we don't do normally. I'm going to throw you a surprise beer tonight.
Yeah,
I want you to open that, and we're going to drink it out of the can, because it's dirty old Carlton, right?
yeah.
AFL Heritage Carlton. Have a taste of that. I'm going to have a taste too, so hang on.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's going to taste like rubbish.
Oh, hang on. I don't know. Let's have a bit of a...
Yeah, it tastes like garbage.
Oh, that tastes like I'm not going to tell you.
What
What
is this all that?
that is horrible.
Isn't it?
Oh, that's
That'd
why
be
it
why,
tastes
yeah.
like rubbish. Anyway, that's for you, our mate PB. Good
Yeah.
luck to you, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things we'll drink and others we won't.
Anyway, back.
G'day,
back to
Travie.
footy tips.
Hey, mate.
G'day,
How
Trav.
are
How
ya?
are you, mate?
Hi,
G'day,
Charlie.
Anne. How are you? Agreed. Go Bombers.
G'day, sister. You can pack your gear and get off now. Hey, Griggy. You don't win flags in April.
You
right?
don't, but
You
it,
not?
mate, basically
Hang
beating
on, I'm
Collingwood
gonna
is
get
like
that
winning
out
a
of
flag, so, you know.
Hey, we better
And
turn
it's
it
about
around.
the closest Essendon are going to get to a flag, you know.
Hey,
Sometimes.
although this mob, this dirty rotten mob, you see their president out, gone this
Really?
week.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't, no.
another one bites the dust.
Really?
I can't pronounce his name. Pete Briscoe, if you're out there, tell
Yeah.
us how to present his name. Scotty, yeah, good on you, mate. I think most of us are thirsty, but you watching us. G'day,
Definitely.
Braddles. Good to see you on here, buddy. So yeah, good to see a few of the
Thanks
old
for,
faces
joining
back.
us, guys, yeah.
Good to see a few of the old
No,
bots back.
definitely.
So
footy tips.
2SG tips update, big boy.
Yeah, footy old Sneaky Pete.
Tell us about it.
He's 8 points this week.
How was he?
No, good on him.
He's
jumped up there. He's still not on top, but he's moved quite a number of places. So good on him.
Yeah, he's the big mover of the week.
He is, mate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So no, he's done well. But Lannis and Robbo Roberts are still sitting up there, nice and pretty.
Keep on keeping on those
Pair of
two
sixes
boys.
for the week. So dropped
Solid.
a little bit this week, but sitting up there on 40 points up there with Crusher, and he's not dropping away. And
Crusher's
proving he does know a little bit about footy.
I was going to say, yeah, when you talk about, and for those who follow the Western Bulldogs would know of Steve Credial.
Yeah.
And
Crusher,
better known as Crusher. Hi, mother-in-law, saying hi to Sil and Al.
Yep, definitely.
Great to catch up for a beer last week. Yes, it was, Griggy.
Yeah, it was, Griggy.
Perfect.
Good to see you
G'day,
guys.
Pete Mole. Welcome. And you're in for a cracking show, guys. So, AFL. So, we've had a bit of a rundown on that. NRL.
NRL.
Where are we at with NRL, buddy?
Mate, it's the family roll up the top there.
Hang on, I'm going to take this one over.
I know
NRL, it's basically the Yates show.
Yeah.
With a bit of Andy bloody Simpkins pushed in the side just for kicks and giggles.
Dan Lawrence is up there as well.
Yeah. Although Homie will be thereabouts, but he's a Melbourne supporter. He'll drop off. It'll be fine. But yeah, no, good on you guys. And Shelley and Sean, your brother and sister, sevens in the.
I know. Yeah. How good is it? Good
solid
on them.
Sevens.
Proves when you don't know something about a sport.
Super close comp though. I mean, we're talking.
It's really good. There's not much.
only
There's like 10 points between the top 12 or something.
3
13,
points.
whatever it is. Is it? 3 points. Sorry. Yeah.
Down to 10th is 37.
It's
so
crazy.
there's nothing in it, and it's similar in the AFL tips. So pretty happy about that.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Hey, I'll tell you what. So that's footy tips.
Yep.
Catch up for the week.
Yep, that's us done with that.
Good on you, Fred, having a drink over there. You can probably hear him having a bit of a drink. That's not one of us drinking a beer, by the way.
The other thing that we haven't put up this week, and you forgot the birthdays this week, because all of a sudden there's no Armstrong birthday, so you forgot to do the birthday section. And
so
it's like
who have we got coming up this week? Which ones of our special buddies?
Nath Walsh.
Happy birthday for tomorrow. Well, this is becoming a birthday tribute show.
Saturday, Jace Robinson.
Big
combined
Jace.
with Roaming Bubbles.
Roaming Bubbles' birthday.
Roaming Bubbles' birthday.
Happy birthday, Roaming.
Saturday, so happy birthday,
hope
guys.
you have a ripping day, buddy, and I hope your brother-in-law smokes you up something decent for the day. Yeah, you deserve it.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Good on you, mate.
Be nice over the time.
It would be. Hey, Al, we're going to cook up a storm tonight.
We are. I'm looking forward to it.
We promised something?
Yep, we are.
We got something that's a bit off kilter. It's a bit odd.
Bit odd, but we
every
thought,
time you mention
it,
people go, "You what?"
Yeah, exactly.
So tonight we're doing Big L's armadillo eggs.
Yeah, we thought, why not? And a funny story actually with the armadillo eggs.
Here we go.
So I spoke to my sister.
Come on.
I spoke to my sister. I'm not going to mention any names. I've only got one. Most people know who she is.
Hey, I'm not going to mention her name. Shelley Yates.
So I spoke to her on, I think it was Friday or Saturday, one of them anyway, and I said to her, look, I'm going to do some armadillo eggs on the weekend so we can try them before we do them on the show next Thursday. She goes, armadillo eggs? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, the dinosaur's real. And I'm like, what? And she goes, the dinosaur's real. And I'm like, of course they are.
Oh my.
And she goes, no, seriously. I'm going, yeah, of course they're real. Like, well, everyone knows that dinosaurs are real, right? Anyway, and then I couldn't hold it in, so I said, no, like they're not. And then she goes, oh, well, what's an armadillo? And armadillo. And I said, you know, it was hard to actually explain it.
Because it looks like a giant Slater.
Basically, yeah.
You know, the Slaters that roll up into a ball with a little shell on the armour?
Yeah.
It's like a big version of that, about the size of a small wombat.
And then she was concerned that we're having an egg from some random... Anyway, sorry, Shelley. I wasn't going to tell the story, but I thought I had to.
I didn't think you'd go there, Shell, to be honest. But anyway,
it wasn't in the notes.
Bit of a gag at your expense. So tonight we're doing armadillo eggs.
We are, yeah.
And armadillo eggs, the reason they're called that is because the shape of them, the way they look, and they're like a meatball, they look like an armadillo rolled up.
That's right, yeah.
Right? So that's why they're called armadillos.
They're supposed to. I don't know if mine are.
Although the history's a little unclear about where they originated, but from all records...
Texas was what I sort of...
They're a Texan thing, but they're not even that old, Al. So I think the first time that people started talking about armadillo eggs was in the 1980s. They started publishing recipes in some of the Texan newspapers, which they do over there, because Barbecue City, they put a recipe in. So they were putting them in there, and that's how people came about them.
Came about with the armadillo egg,
they end up
which
being
has
a part
got
of
nothing to do with eggs at all,
and not much to do with bloody Texas by the sound of it.
or armadillos.
And although
But anyway.
although they're a bit of a twist on Scotch eggs, they don't actually have eggs in them, as
got
we
the egg.
said.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're in fact more like jalapeno poppers crossed
Wrapped.
with a meatball,
Wrapped basically in a burger,
pretty much.
sort of thing.
So, bit of cream cheese.
G'day,
and all that
Daz.
sort
How
of
are you,
stuff.
mate?
In a
Daz
nice
from the
big.
UK.
G'day, Daz.
We had your photo up before that you tagged us in of the chook.
Yeah, we're propping you up, Daz, and you weren't here to watch, mate. Come on, get up earlier. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
So here we go. He's Robbo Roberts tells us that he's leading the Bridge in tipping comp.
Good on you, mate.
Well, that's not the 2SG one, Robbo. So don't go. Your sister's giving you the big
Oh no,
middle finger.
I'll go
I know a
for it.
song about that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to cook tonight.
Yes, we can do the armadillo eggs.
But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to crack one of these beers first, and it's going to be this light red one because the dark red one is an absolute stonker
Yeah.
of a beer.
And not even the strongest in the range. But
That
I'll
is-
tell you about it
is-
after.
It is frightening.
So we'll open this,
We'll
and then we'll
open
get
this
stuck in
one,
the cook.
and then
So then we can drink this while we're doing it.
Yeah, so we're
So
going
we're doing Hope Brewery tonight, which in fact isn't even just a brewery, but yeah, we'll tell you a bit more about it.
And
Anyway.
I tell you what, if you drink too many of your beers, there's not much
Look
hope
at the head on
either.
that. I've not really done well there.
There's not much
Anyway,
hope if you
so
drink
I'll
all
get rid
their
of that.
beers either. Let me give you the tip. So I'm going to have a bit of a taste of that before we go. Hang on.
No, I'm not going to taste mine because there's more head on it than it is. So what I'm
Yeah, but that's perfect, though. You got.
I know, yeah, you're supposed
Actually,
to. The more head, the better.
Wow, that is an unusual.
So it's
flavour.
a red IPA.
That's the red IPA.
Yeah.
That is unusual. Excuse me jumping out of camera shot for a minute. We're going to get this ready for you, so bear with
give
us
us one
one
sec.
while we
So
get
we'll go with some armadillo egg action.
a bit of armadillo egg action. Right.
So they're not. They only take about 10 minutes to prep. Cook time's about
Did-
25, 30 minutes.
You know what we didn't do?
What?
We didn't allow for you bloody standing up in front of this camera
Well, you can
tonight.
see enough of me, mate. That's it. That's it.
Okay, so, and just like magic, here's the
Everything's
ingredients.
Here. Here's what we prepared earlier.
Here's the ingredients that we prepared earlier. So you'll be able to see all that in a second.
Yep.
The other thing
My head's half off.
The other thing I'm going to do, excuse me, is bring in some of this gear.
And what I didn't do, I'm going to be very.
Al, can I get you to lift the shelf in front of the Traeger and I'll sit this stuff up on there? Because I think we probably need it at the moment. So bear with us 1 second, folks. So you can hear the Traeger humming along in the background.
With the here's one we did earlier.
Here's the one we did earlier.
Sorry, guys.
I'll get that out if you want. Oh, you're right.
I was going to chuck all
Nice.
that and then put that over
Yeah,
there.
I've got it.
Beautiful. Right, it's just simple, guys. All we're going to do, we've got 500 grams of ground pork or minced pork. Got a 500 gram pack, perfect. And Freddie is loving the sight of that.
And smell.
Then all I've got in
You'll
this
be
bowl
jumping
here.
up on that in a minute to get it. Hang on a second. I'm going to move that because you
You're
know
gonna
what's
move
going to
that?
happen.
Yeah, it's going to go flying.
Freddie's going to go, right, I want
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Excuse me 1 sec, folks.
And so then all I've got in this bowl here, I don't know if you can see how well you can see it, but I've just got 2 tablespoons of paprika in there and a teaspoon of
hi, I'm
ground
back.
cumin. I'm going to whack that in.
Cumin.
Cumin.
Bit of cumin.
And then in this bowl I've got a, what was it, a tablespoon and a half of dried oregano
Correct.
and a teaspoon of salt.
Correct.
Whack it in there. That's done.
This one's an egg.
An egg.
Just in case
Simple egg.
you're wondering. And I'm gonna
Clove and a half of garlic. I'm going to whack it in there.
we're gonna pop this recipe up for you guys at some point.
And then I'm literally just going to mix it all together.
I'm going to be dashing in and dashing out a little bit tonight, so
Yeah.
you can sort of see what I'm doing, but that's okay.
Mix it.
So what I'm going to do also, because we're going to use a mesh rack to put them on, so it's easier. I better not spray this towards the fire.
Oh no,
right?
don't do that,
Probably
mate. That's not a good.
idea.
I did see you aiming it that way.
I'm going to pre-oil this rack, just
Yeah.
so that you know. So just a bit of spray olive oil that we take and just spray it on the rack so that
Yeah.
your stuff doesn't stick.
All right, then all I've got, all that mixture there.
I'm going to be Elle's little assistant tonight. Righto, so you've got that.
That's ready. And what I'll do is what we're going to do then is all I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch that into 4 equal parts. equalish parts.
Hey, and just so I can get rid of this bag, what we're going to do is El's made up the balls. We're going to put the inside part of the armadillo egg in a minute. And
The yolk of the egg.
the yolk of the egg. And then we're actually going to cover them with a few panko crumbs just to give it a nice crunchy outside. So
What I might do, I'm going to actually get rid of these gloves because
that's a great idea. It's only you and I eating it. Oh, it's Soups is here. Hi,
Soups is here.
Soups.
right, I'm actually going to just use my fingers.
Yeah, go for it.
I know
mate.
it's not
I
really.
don't care.
And then all we've got in here, in this one here, is 60 grams of cream cheese and 30 grams of grated cheddar.
Oh, I just caught some.
Did you?
Nice. Yeah,
Good on you.
lovely.
And so I'm just going to mix that all
And
together and
what we're going to do is put some SPG, or what we
salt,
call
pepper and garlic.
salt, pepper and garlic into
And
that.
there's actually a little bit of chilli in that one as well.
How good's that? Look at that. Great little device. That might be a special product the next week if I can
Yeah.
find it.
That was a gift, that one.
Mind you, I reckon I've blown my cover now because I've already shown him what it is.
Exactly, yes. It's not
Oh, missed. That was a great shot.
because I'm being so hygienic tonight. So all I'm going to do,
So you got,
I'm going to cut that into.
that's just 2
Split into
jalapenos
4.
that have been halved and de-seeded. So get your melon baller out or whatever to take the seeds out, or just a teaspoon, just to take the pith out of it.
Yep. Give us one.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I did, mate. I just
It's
chose.
not bad,
I
my
chose
gags,
to
are they?
ignore.
My gags are good. I've got to give you the tip.
And then all we're going to do, guys, is I'm just going to fill those jalapenos with the mixture, the cream cheese mixture. Excuse. You are, mate. You're doing well.
A lot of clean up, and I'm organised, and I've got it all sorted. Look at that. Here's the last one.
They're not quite as pretty as the other ones I did, but
No.
we're all good.
Jeez, mate. They're here to eat.
That's it.
You're not entering comps tonight, buddy.
I'm not. You're right. All right. So then we've got the 4 jalapenos. Hopefully you can see them there. You probably can't. I'm just going to whack them in front. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take a patty.
I don't think anyone's going to see them, but anyway,
We're going to flatten them down, and all we're going to do is stick it in the centre.
So what you're seeing there is the jalapeno with the cream cheese and a bit of cheddar mixed in them with the SPG.
And then I'm going to stick it in the centre there
Hang on.
and wrap that around.
Mm-mm.
And I'm doing a
I
shocking
better
job
not
of
touch
this
them again now that I've licked my
because
fingers.
I'm trying to get it all done quicker.
Probably could have wet your hands. Don't have
I
to
probably
get it
could
done
have,
quick.
but anyway. We're going to get that so the meat's all around it, and it's not, so. And then, a bit of panko crumb. You can use breadcrumbs, up to you, whatever you want to use.
Or don't put anything
Oh,
on.
you don't have to.
Entirely up to you what you
A
want
lot
to
of the
do with it.
recipes that I've seen, they don't use anything on the outside.
Hey.
Or you can wrap them in bacon.
Or you can put them in, wrap them in bacon, like you do with your ribs, put some sauce on them and glaze them.
Yeah.
Even. It's like anything in barbecue though, Al. Like,
Yeah, you can do your own thing.
just
Just put your own.
do what works for you. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
once you've got a base of something that you like,
Yeah,
it's easy enough to just vary it up to the way that you want to
Exactly, yeah.
have it.
exactly
think.
right. Yeah,
But anyway, that's my take on it anyway.
yeah.
Righto.
These ones are not working out as well as the other ones.
No, that's all right. Don't say that, because when we pull the other ones out,
I know, yeah.
we're going to look at that. Aren't they magnificent? So here's
No, it's
some we
because my
prepared
hands are a
earlier.
bit dirty rather than cleaning them.
Yeah.
Well, but
Oh, that's good to know.
I know,
Your
yeah.
hands are dirty.
these
I'm
are
glad
these are the ones you're taking home.
I was going to say, I'm glad I'm going to get to eat the first ones and not the second ones. I love it. That one looks more like a handlebar, a motorbike handlebar grip than it
does.
does an armadillo egg. But
No, it looks perfectly like an
It
armadillo
looks
egg. Have you ever
beautiful.
seen an armadillo egg, Pete?
No, and I've never in person seen an armadillo, but they tell me that armadillos are a bit of a dopey creature,
Are they?
actually. Yeah, evidently they're really slow, like a sloth.
Yeah.
And like they have trouble with them over in the US when they cross the road because they just get in the way. They're actually a bit like wombats here,
Yeah.
rock solid. So it's like running into a brick wall when you hit one. They say. So,
Yeah, wow.
But anyway, there you go. That's my little tidbit about our mates the armadillos.
Beautiful.
Hey, Soups, any chance you'd be able to grab a tea towel or a cloth for the big bloke to
No,
wipe
I'll
his
go.
hands on once he's?
I'll go and wash them, mate. Cause
Oh, you're going to go and wash him,
I'll have to.
right? Hey, jeez, mate,
Mate, trust
come on.
me.
You're a butcher. Ish. Look at these, and you're convinced he's a butcher.
I know.
He's bloody butchered these. I give you the tip.
Haven't I just?
Anyway, let's not get fussed about that and worried about it. It'll be fine.
Correct.
There you go. Look at that.
Right,
So
let me get rid of that.
there, folks, is the completed armadillo eggs ready to go into the smoker. So we've preheated the Traeger to about 160, 160C. I think we've dropped out.
Yeah.
We've dropped off completely.
You've been pretty glitchy.
Gone completely. Oh, hang on, here we go, connecting. No, this was the whole thing dropped. Hey guys, I think we're back.
No, it's that one. You don't
No, it was off, I think, completely. But anyway, I'm sure you guys out there will let us know.
Yeah.
Hey, so there's the armadillo eggs. These are the good ones, the ones that were prepared now. But how long have the other ones been in now, Al? Do you reckon? So they've got to go
about
in
half
160. These ones should be getting close to being...
I'll grab a glove. Sorry, guys.
The ones that are in there, we did some that we prepared earlier for you so that we weren't mucking around for too long and not showing you what the end result was. What do you think of that beer, Al?
Oh, love that.
You like it?
Yeah. It's spot on.
There you go, mate.
We'll leave those on.
So that red IPA, it's an interesting brew. And reds are a bit like that.
Yeah, definitely.
They're those things that you kind of either really like or don't, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm okay. It's not my favourite, I have to say.
I love that, I'll be honest.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one.
I think it's more your bag, though.
Yeah,
I
it is
think
definitely,
it's more it's more in your lane than it is in mine.
Yeah.
I think that might
Sorry,
be
guys,
that
I'll
whole...
just set back up.
I think that might be that whole pommy thing coming out again in you, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, we'll...
More than likely.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, so the beers.
So
Armadillo eggs are in. So we'll give those,
160.
the ones that are on, we'll probably give them another 5 minutes, I reckon.
160
That'll be
for
spotted.
25, 30 minutes?
About 35, I'd say.
35,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
about 160C for about 35 minutes. So you've seen what was in there, how easy it was to make them. I'll run you quickly through what we've put in it again before we jump to the beers. Excuse me one sec while I thumb through the pages. So you had 500 grams of ground pork to make 4 armadillo eggs.
Yep.
2 tablespoons of paprika, 1.5 tablespoons of dried oregano, and these are things that most people have in the cupboard. 2 teaspoons of ground cumin,
Yep.
a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cloves of minced garlic, or a couple of tablespoons.
Yep.
Chili powder just to taste, and we didn't add much chili powder
No, we
because
didn't know.
there's
Because
a bit in there.
I actually did, we did use the hot paprika as well.
Yep,
So
we did. 1 egg in there, 60 grams of softened cream cheese, 30 grams of grated cheddar cheese to mix with it,
trees.
2 large jalapenos halved and seeded,
Yep.
and the salt and pepper and garlic mix on there just to add. Bring it all together, make your balls, stick them in the smoker, and Bob's your uncle.
Done.
So that, my friends, is armadillo eggs,
Yeah.
and we're going to have a feast on them very
We will.
soon.
Looking
Let
forward
me
to
give
it.
you the tip.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm
No, 100%.
starving.
We'll
Starving, I
get something
say.
to eat tonight,
Look
won't
at me,
we?
I'm fading away, Al.
Not much of either of us.
Little
left,
bloke
mate, let's be
fading
honest.
away here.
Yeah.
Jeez. We're going to put this food on earlier.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
And just start eating from
Yeah,
the start.
yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
So, tell us about Hope Brewery, Al, or Hope
So
Estate,
Hope Brewery,
as they
yeah,
call
so it's
themselves.
Hope Estate. So they're located in the heart of the Hunter Valley wine country. So they're in a little place, or not a little place,
I'm up there later in the year for
Oh,
a
yeah?
wedding. I should go and check it out.
There you go. So they're on Broke Road in Pecolbin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, in New South Wales there, just
We'll
in the
roll
Hunter
with it.
Valley. So why not? But it's a
I'm surprised you
family-owned.
didn't abbreviate that to just
I
POC
should
or
POC.
something.
Yeah, or POC.
Like you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Hope Estate, family owned, operated, working winery, brewery, and distillery, set in amongst 420 acres they've got there. It's home to Australia's largest purpose-built outdoor winery concert amphitheatre.
Wow.
Yes, they've got a lot of shows that they do out there.
A message has come up about where's my gag of the week, because I normally put it right on the end of that info session.
Yeah.
It's coming. Don't worry about that. It's coming.
Yeah.
Hold your boots, because gag of the week is coming. We've had
Done.
a few people say they look super and they're going to try them this weekend. Good on you, Big Ash. Good to see you on here. Keep going, mate. Sorry.
All good.
It's the largest purpose-built outdoor wine.
amphitheatre.
So it's kind of like a bit like what's it called out here? Where the Rockford Wineries.
Rochford Estate.
Is it Rochford?
I think Rochford.
Yeah, it is.
Is
You're
it
right.
Rochford?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Is
Rochford
it Soups?
Wines. Soups? Could you
Rochford.
just
There we
clarify
go.
that for
Yeah.
us? Right. Good.
So yeah, the brewery opened in 2014. The winery had been going for a bit longer, and I could not find anywhere how long they were actually going for before. So
the wine came before the beer.
wine came before before the beer.
Yep.
And they kicked off their range, and their range is huge. The beer range it would have been in the 70s. How many different beers they've got sitting there? Like that's
70?
including 70 odd, including their ciders, their sours, and.
Geez, I hope they don't start with ABVs. I hope that's not the lightest ABV
No, so
do.
that's the red triple IPA. That one there. So it's
That
quite
tells us
tasty.
that it's a single
Hop ripper, red
ripper.
IPA.
Look at that. So that there is 2.1 standard. Here I go again, looking like I've got to get my
that's
glasses.
coming up. The 7.
I've got to remember my glasses. Anyway.
So they opened up in 2014, kicked off their range of their hoppy ales, distinctively recognisable by their black cans and their amp design, which they were originally black and very amp, but now they've gone all over
And
the
it's
place
funny,
with
we
their
were
cans.
talking earlier, and when I pulled these out of the fridge, I went, once again, cool cans. A lot of the micros and the craft breweries try to make themselves stand out by doing these cool looking cans and everything else. And some of them do an amazing job. Some of them are pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
But these guys have done a great job. Their cans look fantastic.
Yeah,
That whole black with the coloured sort of band around it, I think, makes it stand out. Looks good. It's great.
definitely.
Good stuff. So since they've been satisfying a desire for new beers and new styles, including neighbours and sours and trophy-winning stouts and even Australia's strongest IPA.
Mate, the IPA,
Is that one?
no, it's not. So the next drink that we're having, we'll tell you a little bit about it, but it's 11.1%. And when Pete saw it, he's like, "Oh my god, 11.1%."
I should have
I've
brought my
got
bike
to start
again.
bringing a bike and a sleeping bag. And I'm like, mate, that's only 11.1. Their strongest beer is a stout, and it's 18%. There's two of them, 18% in a beer. I was like, that is absolutely mental.
You know my question? Why?
Why not? It
Well-
was my answer.
Righto. Hey, there you go. The
Yeah.
difference between a functioning alcoholic and a bloke who just loves beer.
Correct.
Anyway,
Yeah, but the other way.
only kidding.
So anyway, so they've got a few different ranges. They've got their core range, which is about 15 beers, and they're just like, just your average lagers, IPAs,
ciders, sours,
all that
the
sort of
standard
stuff. And then they've got that another full range of about 68 beers. So it's actually probably over 80 beers they've got.
Wow.
So, and it's literally in that range of 68. There is literally everything you can think
But
of.
are they making them all on site? So they've got the
Must
brewery
be. They're
there,
not, as
or
I
are
said,
they,
there's not a heap
or are
of
they
information.
contracting?
There's not a heap of information on their site, so
Yeah,
it's
right.
hard to sort of work out.
If anyone from Hope Brewery's out there listening or gets hold
Yeah,
of
definitely.
this, send us some info. Tell us what you guys do.
Yeah.
So see how we go.
No, and then the other things, obviously their wines. They've got a massive list of the wines. Then spirits. They've got some gins on there. There's about five or six different gins there was, 3 vodkas. Then they've got a moonshine. 40% the moonshine is proof.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know moonshine. Have you ever had?
I've never had it.
You've never had it?
No.
I've tried moonshine in the past,
Yeah.
and to be honest, if you just went to your cupboard and pulled out a bottle of metho and took a swig,
Really.
it's probably
About the same.
about the same. Yeah, not a lot of fun. I wouldn't have thought. Hey, so this one, excuse me, just a bit of Rona.
Yeah.
Kidding. So this one is called the Single Hop Ripper, which
Yeah.
is the 7% ABV. So you're looking at 2 standard drinks when you have one of these. So I've had my 2 and then I'll have a sip of the other one, I think.
See how you go. Why not?
It's a red IPA with big citrus, fruity and floral aromas, and it
Mate,
is,
it's beautiful.
and it's almost got that, it's earthy, herbal, and pretty balanced with a bit of bitterness on the end of it. Did
Yeah.
that sound like I was...
I was going to say you didn't read any of that, did you?
I love it.
You
I
literally
love it.
just tried to put those in your own
Hey,
words, but
hey,
read it at the same
We're
time.
getting good at this TV thing. Trust me, we're getting good at this. Anyway, one day we'll get good at this, I should have said.
So then the other one we've got is the one that we did say before, 11.1%. So it's their F11.1 Jet Red Triple IPA.
I think that's
Very
a
cool cans.
P take on the F111.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But instead it's F11.1.
Exactly, yeah. Well played on their part. Like, good.
I reckon it's going to take you on a ride like an F11.
Oh, 100%. And they say it's bold and noisy like a jet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because that one's not bold and noisy.
No, exactly. So
that's bold and noisy. That has actually got a really florally... Now that I know the tasting notes, a florally herby sort of...
Let me get rid of that and grab another glass.
It's
tell everyone about it.
It's actually an interesting beer. So yeah, the other one is a massive triple red IPA again, and it's packed with loads of hops. So Al loves his red IPAs. So I get the hazies, he gets the reds. So I'm the soft and gentle hazy kind of guy. Very intense.
Guys, I hit the glasses.
Very intense, piney and resinous beer, pop riveted together by bitterness, and navigates its high alcohol for perfect landing.
Only 11.1%. What would they say? High alcohol?
Well, when they say perfect landing, what they should do is sell it with a foam mattress, a yoga mat.
I tell you what, though, they look similar.
When they talk about a perfect landing, do they mean when you put the mat out beside you so when you fall over,
out, yeah.
You only want 2 or 3 and you'd be off your... How many standard drinks is that, Al? At 11.1.
I don't know. It's 11.1. I don't know.
How many standard drinks? It's got to tell it on there, doesn't it?
One.
Oh, yeah, there you go. No, 3.3.
Is it?
Yeah, 3.3 standard. So, unless you're staying home, you're having a warm night in, yeah, maybe give it a crack.
What I might do, Pete, I might tell everyone about their club programs while you grab those eggs out.
You do that, and I'm going to pull out the other ones. The gloves, Al, are they? Yep. Good.
Yep,
Right,
just there. So one thing that they do have, they've got a club program, and it's a tiered program, 3 tiers. So they've got a silver club, a gold club, and a platinum club.
I thought you meant a tiers program when you drink too much of that stuff.
Well, you're going to have a few tiers when you fall over after 2 of them, that's for damn sure.
Do they do gin as well? Because that'd be all the tiers.
Well, they do, and that's one of the things, and I'll tell you about it in a minute, actually, when we talk about the cellar door.
Keep getting 3 plates out? What's that about?
Well, if you don't give one to Soups, mate, you'll be in more trouble than me. I'll give you the hot tip.
I'm a dead man.
Yeah.
I'll give you the tip. Right here.
So anyway, so their silver club, become a member, so it's not, you don't buy into it. I mean, you do buy in because you're buying, obviously, their product. But the silver club, you need to buy at least 6 bottles of wine or a case of beer cider or 3 bottles of spirits. Their gold club, you need to buy a case of wine or beer, cider, or 3 bottles of spirits. And the platinum club is 1 case of wine or beer and cider, or 3 bottles of spirits. Now the difference is, because it does sound like all 3 of those are exactly the same, but the difference is in the gold and platinum memberships, you're required to do a minimum 12-month commitment. So you've got to be ordering those once a month. Sober.
Yeah. You got to order them sober, is that what you said?
Oh, 100%.
Or sober.
Well, if you're ordering that every month, you're not going to be sober for very long, are you?
Hang on.
Here's one you prepared earlier. So we'll let them rest for about 5 or 10 minutes while we tell you a little bit more about
Rubbish.
Hope.
I'm going to eat mine while you're talking.
Let it rest.
Soups, I bet you Soups doesn't want to wait.
Soups will be letting it rest. That's what she
Oh,
does.
really?
Yeah. So depending on your level of membership, it basically dictates the discount that you get on your wine, beers, and they've even got
Ready, Soupsy?
on site. They've got some accommodation which is called Wombat Cottages. Wombat Cottage is smack bang in the middle of their vines, in the middle of their 420 acres, right lakeside.
420 acres lakeside.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
and they've got
big
a cottage
property.
smack bang in the middle that you can hire out. Sleeps, off memory, I think it said sleeps up to 8 guests.
Let's say you can have 2 of those with your mates.
Basically, yeah. You have your 18% beer and you're falling over in there anyway. So yeah, very cool. So, and I had a quick look, and if you're in the platinum level, it was 50% off for the night, and which makes it I think it's like $210 per night, which isn't bad between 8 people.
What sort of cost is involved in joining the club?
Well, it's all about, if you were listening before, it's all about how much
Well, I wasn't,
beer
because
and
I was
wine you were
busy
drinking.
getting that out.
It all goes on what you order from the cellar door, basically.
So if you order bucket loads, you get your membership for nothing, basically.
Well, you don't. There is no membership fee.
Right.
It's all about how much you order from them and how
So if you
often
drink a
order.
bucket load, you
Yeah.
become a...
Become a platinum member, basically, yeah.
How could you possibly drink enough to be a platinum
Well, because
member?
it's actually not that bad. Like, when you think, like, I mean, 3 bottles of spirits is one way of doing it. A case of beer is another way of doing it. If you're doing that every month, then you'll become a gold or a platinum member.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I struggle to
some
drink...
of the beers are quite... They're not cheap.
Between you and I,
but
you know I really struggle to get through a slab of beer in a month.
you get through that in a week, mate. What are you talking about?
That's Friday night. Jeez.
So yeah, but I mean, with the memberships, there's member sales and events that are constantly on. Even the major events in the amphitheatre, you get discounts off that, and I think the max discount was about 35% off memory.
And you get a gift for
Yeah,
becoming
you get a gift
silver
for
or
joining up
platinum.
when you're only in the
Silver and platinum.
silver and platinum, gold
What-
and platinum.
what do
Sorry,
you
I've
get?
actually written that wrong.
What do
not
you
the
get?
silver.
What's
I
your
don't know. It
gift?
doesn't say.
Oh, it's a surprise gift.
Yeah,
It'll
so
be
they
a
don't
beer
actually
or
tell.
something.
Yeah,
Be one of
probably,
those
it's literally probably one of
stinking big
80%
fat
beer.
18% bloody stout or something.
So
Anyway,
yeah, so
hey, so they've got a cellar door as well, right?
They do,
so
yeah.
the cellar door's open 7 days a week there.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday 10 a.m. to 6, Sunday through Thursday 10 till 5. So you get an extra hour on Fridays and Saturdays. Good
Yeah.
on them. Nice people.
yeah, and they've got the
Oh.
they've got wine tasting, beer tasting, and then they've got their
Gin
gin
paddle.
paddles, and then there's a mixture. Obviously, they don't want to give everyone moonshine flat out in a paddle, so they've combined the vodka and the moonshine paddles.
I would challenge anyone to say, if you got a paddle of moonshine with you, you could tell the difference between the first and the last.
Well, there's
anyway.
only one type of moonshine that they've actually got on the site,
Excuse
so
me.
I'm
Wow.
guessing there's only one, so that's why they've mixed it in with the vodka.
So they're highly recommended to do a booking because they're often booked
Yeah,
out,
yeah, flat out,
especially
yeah.
for the spirit tastings, and they've got limited capacity in their venue.
Yeah, they
So
do.
any of you folks in New South Wales that watch this and you're looking at getting up to Hope at Hunter Valley, give them a ring beforehand.
Yeah,
Stay at
book
the
in.
on-site joint. They also
stay at
have
Wombat Cottage.
some basic foods. So they've got pizzas and some share plates and things
But
like
mate,
that.
honestly, their food is literally it's pizzas. And they do actually do a pre-order pizza, like platters,
Yeah, right.
sort of thing. So you can order like an array of pizzas before you get there. So
So-
it's literally basically. So the menu was literally just pizza. There was a cheese board and there's a. I always get this wrong. A charcuterie board,
Charcuterie.
charcuterie board, or whatever it is. I always get it wrong. Whatever.
What I want to know is whether you
And
get
then
the
there's-
T-shirt when you go in that says "Eating is cheating."
Pretty much, yeah.
Because quite frankly, like it doesn't sound like they're offering much. It's like you come here to drink booze. Why do we want to give
Exactly.
you food?
Yeah,
Righto,
pretty
fair
much.
enough.
And then
Good on
yeah,
'em.
there's just the snacky stuff.
Good on 'em.
So yeah,
I reckon this has rested well long enough.
get stuck in, Pete.
Soups, come here. Here you go. Come on, you got to.
I'm going to try the F11 and hit the floor. So this is the F11.1 Jet Red Triple IPA.
Look at yours. You got the perfectly rounded. That one looks like an armadillo. Although,
Oh, I tell you what, that's bloody beautiful. That's even better than that one.
really,
That actually
I'm
reminds
actually going to
me.
open it because
That actually reminds me of a proper
the English
ale,
ale.
English ale.
See, this is what worries me about this stuff.
I'm actually going to grab some of when I go back to
We,
the UK. I'll tell you what, when I go back to the UK next, I'm actually going to grab some of those and take them back home to my cousins.
This is becoming almost like Pommy Hour.
It is, isn't it?
It is. It's birthday tributes and Pommy Hour.
Oh,
Pommy
all
Hour.
because the Armstrongs didn't have a birthday this week.
Oh, come on, mate. That's a bit harsh.
There's only
Yeah,
500 of
hooking
them,
into
and
the energy form.
they couldn't get a birthday in the third week of April.
So who's got to bring it closer to Frankston South? No, Frankston South's too far at 25 minutes away. Oh, hang on. No, that was checked, wasn't
That's
it?
right, yeah, it was, yeah. What was it in the end? About 50?
30, 35 or something.
Anyway, Pete, they're asking for you to cut it in half and show. Or should
Oh.
I cut mine and show? We should ask Soups. Oh, no, hers is gone.
Did you hear that kid inhaled? Righto, let's... Oh, look at that. I'm going to get up and show the camera so that they can actually see what's in there. So that is basically what you're looking for. Al, is that, am
Yep.
I front and centre there? Is that good?
Perfect, mate.
Look at that. So you can see in there, that's...
You can even see the steam coming off it, mate.
So the whole idea is for it to look like an egg with a
Yep.
yolk.
Yep.
But there's no egg in there.
No, that's right.
So if you don't like eggs, here's a solution.
So the other thing that I didn't
you
actually
just cut
I
your-
didn't actually say about the armadillo eggs as well. I'm a I enjoy a bit of crunch with my. I'm a bit of a crunch fan, so I don't like cooking the jalapenos first. Whereas some people do like to cook the jalapenos a little bit first.
That's me.
But
I'd cook it.
This is just me and how I enjoy it.
I'd smoke my jalapeno up a little bit before I did it. I think.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Soups?
Awesome. I love that.
Yep.
Definitely got
What do you
some
reckon,
crunch
mate?
on the jalapeno.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Not. It
Over
hasn't
the
got.
top. No,
Yeah, it's not. It's not
It's
over.
not overly spicy. Not.
But it's not overpowering in any one direction. It's just.
Yeah.
I think the panko crumbs on the outside are great because it gives you that different texture when you eat it.
Yeah.
The crunch on the inside with a jalapeno. Yeah, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But I think the whole cheese thing in the middle might be a bit better and a bit more gooey and ooze out if that was cooked more.
Yeah.
Have a go, Al, and tell us what you think. But that you are right. That does looks like a dinosaur egg.
Who said that, Michelle?
Shelley said that.
Yeah.
So bring it close. I did that. Pommy is a racist. Oh, I didn't think saying Pommy was a racist comment, was it?
No, it's
My apologise.
Get over it, mate.
My apologise to any of my UK friends who take offence to that comment. But
See, I'll tell you what. I know when we were putting all this together before, and we were measuring all the ingredients out. Pete said to me, "Because don't you think it's too much paprika? Because we put 2 tablespoons in there, but I reckon it's spot on."
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's not overpowering, and I thought the paprika might give it a bit of a
Over the top.
Yeah, a bit too much, but
The only thing I'd say is I probably would have put a bit more chili powder in for a bit more spice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that they do say in a lot of the recipes to add chili,
sauce or chili,
as
yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I mean, you could use a bit of sauce as a condiment just to give it a bit more kick as well.
Yeah. No, definitely.
But for
No,
all intents and
happy with it.
purposes, ripping little entree.
Yeah.
If you wanted it just on its own, you could probably do them a bit smaller with some smaller jalapenos.
Yep.
If
I
you
did
want-
get bigger ones, yeah.
Yeah. But if you're doing it as a main, you could
Spot
serve that up with a bit of mac and cheese or rice or whatever you wanted. I think
And the
that,
other thing you can do, which
almost
is
got a-
really good, is you can wrap them in bacon.
that would be good.
Yeah.
It's almost got a bit of a Mexican sort of flavour about it with the cumin and the paprika in
Yeah,
it, I think.
definitely, yeah.
And it does. It lends itself well. So, no, rip and dish.
Yep.
Give it a go. I
it a
don't
nut
think
and
there'd
try
be... I don't think there'd be anyone out there that would go, oh, no, that's a bit... Yeah, because
Terrible,
it's
yeah.
not offensive in any way
No,
in
definitely.
terms of the flavour. So,
Not overly spicy with the jalapeno,
No, it's
nothing,
good.
yeah.
it's good. Good. Hey,
no, definitely.
Elle, so, what's cooking for you, mate? What'd you do last week?
Yeah, last week we had a
Other
barbecue.
than not cook.
So
Sunday,
last Sunday
right?
we had a very chilled family day here with I had my sister and brother and all the family over, and
Roaming Bubbles was around.
Amy Bubbles was around,
And old
Sean
Mr.
and Jade and Michelle and Jared.
25 minutes from anywhere.
Yeah, 25 minutes.
I reckon he could start a brewery called 25 Minutes from Anywhere. You know, what's that 4 mile, 4 Ks on a tractor or whatever it's called?
Yeah,
Sean could start one called 25
could,
Minutes
mate,
from
yeah.
Anywhere.
yeah. So no, we had a really good day. So we had did a bit of a barbecue for lunch. We had some chicken wings and I did some bit of pork belly and
Pork belly.
Yeah, just some pork belly slices and
Just grilled on the barbecue.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, everything just on the barbie. Didn't get the I didn't even. No, I did. I actually put chicken wings on the smoker. I tell a lie. I did fire the smoker
Yeah,
up.
nice.
So yeah, I did some chicken wings on the smoker. Did some snags and I did some pork belly on the barbie, and then we just did a bit of salad and did some cornbread again after the cornbread on
Did you
Thursday
really?
night.
You had
There was
another
a
go?
request from everyone.
I'll tell you, the cornbread at my place was a hit to the point where the bride got up the next morning, like her and the young bloke had someone who took it home Thursday night.
Yeah,
I got up the next morning and I thought, I might have a little bit of that left over,
yeah,
just with a bit of butter and jam for morning, like breakfast / morning tea.
yeah.
Hey,
Goes down a tree.
where's the leftover cornbread? And all I got was,
None.
what leftover cornbread? So,
Well played.
clearly it was a bit of a hit. So, yeah, no, we'll give that another go
No,
soon.
definitely. And the other thing we actually did have for dessert or / dinner, because everyone was that full from lunch, none of us ate But then come dinner, my sister had made up these, and I forget what she called them, and hopefully she'll whack them in the thing. But she did these little pineapple, like
Pineapple
Danish
pies.
pineapple pie sort of thing,
There you go.
and
And
they were
pineapple
bloody
pies.
amazing. And I did ask her how she made them, but she wouldn't tell me everything. But it was basically pineapple and custard inside a pastry, like a short crust
Come on,
pastry.
Shell,
and it
come
was
good with the
bloody amazing.
come good with the recipe, and in fact,
But they were so good.
what we've spoken about it before. What we need to do is tee up some of our friends and family, and have a night where everyone cooks, and we do live crosses to their home
Yeah,
to say, show us what you're cooking. Just at the start of the night, what are you going to cook?
yeah,
I'm doing this.
yeah.
At the end of the night, we cross back and they go, here it is, finished product. It's got to be something that you can cook in 45 minutes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And we'll get you on and have a look. And mate of mine, Mark Elliott over in New Zealand. G'day, Mark. If you're watching, good on
Hey,
you,
Mark,
buddy.
how are you, mate?
Mark's dying for us to do a live cross over the Dutch.
Nice, why
And
not?
he is a
Well, now we're in our bubble, why not?
pizza connoisseur with his
Is he?
outdoor pizza oven.
That's what I haven't done for a while. I haven't done a pizza in the smoker, and
This-
I absolutely love doing pizzas in the
I'm
smoker.
giving you the tip, Al. You would be, if you've seen his videos and stuff that he does, and I'll share them with you, you'd be drooling. This guy does
Really?
makes his own pizza dough from scratch.
Yeah.
They look like the real McCoy.
Yeah.
So it's sensational. Anyway, what are you doing this week?
I'll be honest, I'm not sure. So we're out
You
Friday.
say this every
I
week.
know,
Come
but,
on.
but I always come up with
Live.
the goods in the end. That's the thing. I always do come up with the goods.
And I don't.
Because at the moment, it's just that flat out of work. I don't have time to think about what I'm doing on the weekend. And I do know, like this weekend, I'm flat out again. I've got stuff on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But somewhere in between, I'm going to get something on. So I might do
I'm going to
pizza.
come around and scratch it.
The other thing I
Because
might
you don't
do.
have time to scratch
Oh,
yourself.
100%, I don't. But I wouldn't mind us fire up the hibachi again, to be honest. Because I haven't done that we haven't done that for about 5 or 6 weeks. And
I'm hearing you.
Me and the boss were talking about it last night. So
Now what I might do is go and buy a nice, just a small piece of Wagyu. Because I'd love to try a nice bit of thinly sliced Wagyu on there.
yeah, I actually saw at the butcher's today. I saw that.
Don't whisper,
I've never seen so much marbling in a steak that I saw today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So I actually might even go and get
No,
one of those and
hey,
give it a crack. So yeah, I might fire the hibachi up, or I might even do some smoked pizzas because I haven't done them for that long, and it's just made me want
They're
them
good.
talking about it.
They're good. Armadillo eggs, good. His armadillo is good.
Yeah.
Love it. Hey, I tell you what, I didn't tell you either. My young bloke, Josh O, he's joined the club. He
bought himself a smoker.
got himself an offset.
Good on him.
Last weekend he did his first
On you,
brisket.
Joshy.
He did his first brisket. He messaged me in the morning, hey Dad, I'm doing a brisket, it's this and this
He
and
did
this.
the brisket first off.
10 in the morning. I said, are you having it for dinner tomorrow night, mate? And he goes, no, tonight. No, you're not. So anyway, cooked his first brisket and stuffed it up a royal treat, but that's okay, that's learning.
I'll tell you what, he's game doing a brisket straight off the bat,
Oh,
isn't he?
look, good on him.
Oh, why
Nothing
not?
like all in.
Why not?
You either get in or get out.
Well,
one
what
or
did you
the
do last week then, Pete?
other. Me, I chucked a pork shoulder, one of the little pork shoulders from Coles, threw it on the spinner. I did the $85 mini spit from Bunnings, a little jump up
little
mini
rippers,
spit.
aren't they, though?
Oh, cracking little thing. So I throw it. You know what? It's so convenient. I pop it up on the table out in our deck area.
And that's a good thing with those. You can actually put them in, like they are a tabletop.
It's a tabletop
Yeah.
spit.
Yeah.
So I set it up there and a few hours just spinning away. I'll tell you what I didn't get though, because I think I'd left it too long. Like, not that should be the excuse, but it had been in the fridge for a week,
Yeah.
which it was kind of getting close to the end of its lifespan. I thought I've got to get it on. So I got it on and it didn't get the nice crisp. It didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't get the crispy skin, which was a bit disappointing. But anyway, look, the pork itself was really nice. We had it, H had it in sandwiches for the next couple of days, and we had it for dinner one night, which was good.
Beautiful.
And go brisket or go home. I love your work, Jared. Good work, mate. And he did. He did do brisket, and he
And
did
he
go
went
home.
No, he went to the fish and chip shop, mate. That's where he went.
Oh no, I think he went to his mother-in-law's and fed it to them. But anyway, good
Well
on him.
played, yeah.
He's got it covered. So, what do you got going this weekend? You told us nothing. You don't know.
Don't know. So, yeah, mate, it's either going to be the hibachi I'll fire up or I'll do some smoked pizzas.
Well, I still
One or the
don't. I still don't have a pellet smoker at the moment, so I am. I I think I've got
You've
your
got
bug.
the bullet there.
I have. But I was stuffed up a brisket in that myself. So like father, like son, right? I stuffed up a brisket in that the other week, so I won't be going back there in a hurry.
Oh, I tell you what, that is so good. That
I might go and do some... I haven't done any chicken ribs in the smoker for a while, and the bullet actually does a ripping job when it comes to what are they called? Chicken ribs.
yeah.
So I might do some buffalo ribs over the weekend. They were good. They were good. So I might just roll with that, and if not, I'll pull the hibachi out and do some nice steak
Yeah, nice.
over the weekend. So that's me.
Beautiful.
Nice. So we've done beer, we've done food. It's 8:30. Next week coming up on the show, have we got some good
I know,
stuff
yeah, we're going
coming
to do
for you?
a few different bits and pieces next
We'll
week.
get some great stuff. So
obviously, we've got Mother's Day next
We'll
week.
get Mother's Day on Sunday after our show, so we'll do a Mother's Day special next
We
week.
should do a little bit of a giveaway or something next week
Is
for
that-
Mother's Day.
Is that you saying that we're going to do that?
I know, yeah.
Normally
Just
I'm
pulled
the
that
one
out
that,
of the week.
that surprises
do
everyone and
something,
goes,
I know,
hey,
yeah.
we're going to give stuff away.
Exactly. Why not?
We're going to give some stuff away.
Yeah, why not?
How are we going to do that?
No idea.
You got any
We'll work it out
ideas
between
around
now
a
and then.
competition or something? Or
We'll do something
Oh,
live on
hang
the
on.
show.
Can't say competition.
No, exactly.
No,
You're
we're not
allowed to
running
say
a competition. That's
If we run a competition, we're in trouble.
no competition.
Yeah.
So, but what we'd like to do is we'd like to reward a mum with something nice for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So if you've got a mum who you think deserves a great barbecue gift
Yeah.
from the two boys at 2SG, and if my wife writes in, I'm going to clip you. If you
I've got no comment.
can't do family, so sorry guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, it doesn't work like that. So if you think your mum would like a great 2SG gift pack from us for Mother's Day,
Yeah.
yell out, and we'll
Put something together.
put something together and we'll give you something
Do it
next
live
week.
next
I reckon
week,
we can
yeah.
do one of our buckets with all the bits in it.
Yeah, we'll
Some
do
rubs
something,
and
yeah.
sauces and gloves and a
Yeah,
magnet
bits and
blah,
pieces,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. It's probably worth 100, 150 bucks.
About that, yeah.
Why don't we do that?
Definitely. Why not?
You started it.
I did. Yeah.
I know. You regret it
Shouldn't
now?
have said a word.
The other thing I'm going to do
I was thinking of
next,
sticker.
next
Anyway,
week-
no.
Maybe a hat. Used one, second hand. Haven't got any spare ones. Hey, so the other thing next week that's coming up on Tuesday,
Where
May the
you going?
4th.
Oh, May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. So I'm a bit torn about what our theme should be next week.
Yeah.
Should it be Mother's Day or should it be Star Wars?
I might get dressed up as a stormtrooper or something, yeah.
I reckon you should. I reckon you should. And I could get dressed up as a mother.
Might dress you up as Yoda.
Don't anyone say a word. It's not funny. Hey, so I'll tell you what. If you're not in it to win a present for your mum, or you just want to buy her some stuff, I know this great website where you can go to buy rubs, which can be used in everyday cooking in your oven or whatever you like, from a couple of really nice blokes called Pete and Al.
Yeah.
So
At Two
pop
Smoking
over
Guns.
to twosmokingguns.com, put in the discount code FBLive10, and you will get 10% off any purchase.
Anything in store.
And I'll tell you what, if it's in Melbourne, we'll deliver it to your mum for free.
Yeah. Why not?
In time for Mother's. Oh, maybe that's a... Maybe
Actually,
I'm
you
pushing
know,
it.
so we've actually still got some of the binge tan and lump charcoal left,
We have?
haven't we? I haven't tried the binge tan in the hibachi yet, so I reckon I'm actually going to give the hibachi a crack this
Let's do
weekend
that.
and try the binge tan
Let's do that.
because I haven't done it or
So-
used ours.
And you can buy our Binge 10 off
Yep.
our website and get 10% off with the live code FBLive10.
Correct.
So don't forget it. I'll tell you what, we've had a ripping night. This has been great.
We have.
The beer's been... I didn't
You
give
haven't
it...
even tried the other one, have you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. What do you
Yeah,
reckon? Not a fan. I did actually screw. I did actually screw you this week, and I apologise. I didn't realise when I did actually pick both of these up, and I grabbed them last week. I didn't realise that I actually picked up 2 red IPAs. So I do
Sue
apologise.
said something
I know,
earlier
yeah.
about getting our facial expressions with lighting and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't get that expression, it was as I had a mouthful of that that 11.1. That's
No,
geez,
definitely.
did I? Oh, gee.
You
Anyway.
did finish that.
No,
Anyway.
I didn't. There it is there, and I haven't even finished that one. So I am being a good boy.
Yep, you
I've
are.
probably had less than 2 standard drinks, which is good over a couple of hours. I'm not drink driving. I'm not drinking irresponsibly while we have our show.
Well, you've never drank responsibly.
Never intend on it. Anyway, I'll tell you what, it's been a great night. We've got some great
thanks,
food.
guys.
And thank you once again. We'll see you next week for
Mother's
May the
Day
4th
and
be
May
with
the
you
4th
and all that sort of stuff. Oh, and I did mean to mention, we are next week. I'm going to talk to you. We're not going to cook next week.
No,
I'm going to tell you all about dry aging
that's
steak.
right, yeah.
We're going to tell you about the why, how, and we're actually going to try and get the gear and show you how you can do it at home. So,
And I can guarantee you there'll be a stuff up somewhere.
but that's
Because they'd
okay.
be unlike us not to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's normally IT, so let's not start stuffing up food. But the one thing I will say with this whole dry aging thing that we're going to do, we're going to actually take you on a bit of a journey over the next month and a half.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to do the dry aging process next week. We'll get the gear and we'll do it here in front of you.
Yep, and then we'll keep you updated.
Keep you
Over
updated
the
each
next 6
week. We'll
weeks.
show you what it looks like. We'll go to 45 days on the dry age. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a steak the same as what we've got dry aged.
Yep.
And we're going to cook the two side by side to show you what the difference is in taste, look, feel, texture, all that sort of stuff. So
Yep.
it'll be interesting. Keep an eye out. That gives you 6 weeks of entertainment
definitely.
to keep you hung
And
in
you
there.
can even go out and get yourself a steak next week and do the same.
If you want to join in,
Why not?
join along, help us. We're happy for you to join in and all that sort of thing.
Definitely.
By the way, if you've got any ideas for great shows ahead and things that you want to see, we haven't had a guest on for a while. We need to chase down a guest and we'll
We
get
do,
someone
yeah.
on. And other than that, keep on
Smoking, grilling,
and
chilling.
chilling.
Thanks, guys. Have a great
Thanks,
week.
guys. Have a
Thanks for
ripping
joining
week.
us. Take care. Bye.
Cheers.